I actually sold $210,000 worth of just this iPhone case, or what appears to be just a regular iPhone case. But there's one catch. Boom! That's the catch! Alright, what's happening everybody? Hilse here with you today. I'm about to explain to you exactly how I was able to sell $210,000 worth of just this iPhone case, as well as why I was able to, and just my whole strategy and my whole thinking about it and everything. So before I start this video, be sure to subscribe and turn post notifications on, because as you can see below, I answer any and all questions within the first hour of every video I put out. So in order to get that notification, I put a video out, be sure to have that post notification on so you can talk to me below in the comments. And guys, be sure to hit like right now if you want to see more winning product reveals like this. All right, so I'm revealing one of my top products ever. It's basically like my claim to fame, if you guys know me from like the old days. Like I literally sold this. I started selling this October 2017 when I was still Uber driving in Los Angeles, and I sold it all the way up until December 2018. I literally did this all with one ad creative, with one product on my one site, which only had one page on it. So like, it was all about simplification, and in general, that's basically what life is nowadays, especially nowadays. I found this by going on AliExpress and typing in unique iPhone case. And the thing is, I already knew about this case from a long time ago. I think Goat Case, it was the first people to do this in 2013. I want you guys to know from this is just because a product is saturated doesn't mean the way it's sold is saturated. That's something very key, and that's basically the key proponent of how I was able to sell this in a saturated market over $210,000 worth. And I should probably explain what it is. So this case is not a sticky case, like my fingers do not stick to it at all. It's just suction, so like you can stick it to anything. You can even stick it to this right here and see it's not coming off. So it's a lot of tiny little suction cups on the back of it, and I think it's really cool because here's my rules for products, everybody. It has to make a good video impression right at the beginning. So like my ad creative was some lady, her phone was in it, and she had it on her nightstand holding up like this, and it was just like hovering there like magic. So like, you know, I had the video in the middle, but on the top and bottom it says this iPhone case is magic. So like, boom. I already have a huge audience. There's like, I think over 100 million iPhones just in the United States alone, now targeting the big 5 countries. This product I saw has a high potential because it was gender neutral. It didn't really matter, male or female, they both wanted it. Everybody has one of these, so everyone who has one of these can buy one of these. I chose to specifically go with iPhone just because the Pixel, for Pixel purposes, I didn't want it to be getting too spread out. I wanted it kind of honed in. Like if I did iPhone and Android, I mean, that's like pretty much every person in every country. I wanted to be specific for iPhone users just so my Pixel can get a little bit more narrowed. But yeah, once I saw this, I was a little skeptical on whether it'd be a winner. I knew it was a good product to test. It was actually my first product I ever tested, but then I didn't market it right. And then, you know, I chose other products, quit, and then restarted with this product. And that's why I was able to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars worth. So it's like, I know I've explained this many times, but it's like, you could be that close. I was so close, and I gave up and prolonged this thing for 4 months until I actually, you know, sat down and learned Facebook ads and all that. So I started off with this case very, like ad-wise, oh my God, I was doing terrible. I was just launching anything that would work, you know, but in the back of my mind, no one taught me this, but I had enough sense to know in the back of my mind, the sooner I got to lookalike audiences, the faster I can scale this. I just knew that from the very beginning. All I knew at the time was the word lookalike audience, and I knew that is the direction I need to go because, it's self-explanatory. It's audiences that look alike from the data that you're given it. So the more data you have, the more accurate the lookalike audience. But as soon as you get to the lookalike audience stage, the more lookalike audience you can launch, the more accurate your audience will be, the more data you'll get, and so on and so forth, and get more and more like that. So at the time, Facebook ads were a little differently, so I'm not gonna go too deep into what I did at the beginning. Nowadays, I say go straight to purchase. So if I were to launch this nowadays, I would go straight to purchase, and I'd be testing all sorts of different audiences. But something I wanna make clear to everybody is if you're selling an iPhone product, you can target just people who have iPhones. And I would take it a step further. At this point, I wouldn't target anyone but below an iPhone 7 because you gotta think, if anyone with an iPhone 6S or below, they're probably upgrading soon and they're not gonna be looking to invest, you know, so much money. I was selling this for $13. They're not really looking to invest any money into their iPhone that they know they're gonna get new. So what I did was I targeted, at the time 6, but if I were to do it now, I targeted iPhone 7, 8, 10 and 10R and so on, just all the newest ones for that. So already just from that, I had exactly who I wanted to buy this being delivered. Every single ad that was put onto Facebook, I knew it was getting delivered to someone watching it on an iPhone, not just an iPhone owner. That's a little tricky part with Facebook. You can target iPhone owners, but you don't want to do that. You want to target only iPhones, like just literally the model of phone you need to target for just a product like this at least. And you want to do, and obviously you only want to do mobile ads on this. Again, this is just in this case, I'm just explaining how I did this, but I only did iPhone users with the iPhone 6 and above. Then I also narrowed it down with engaged shoppers and active credit card users. Nowadays, active credit card users is out, but I would definitely suggest doing engaged shoppers just so you can hone it down even more, because I think you're gonna get around like, I don't know, 65, 70 million just in the United States. So if you want to hone that down a little more, do engaged shoppers, just anything similar to that. That's exactly what I did. And guys, once I got to the lookalike audience stage, I knew I had this one in the bag. And then once you're there, you're straight. So you can build out, 1 through 10%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of purchase, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of add to carts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of video views. For a product like this, I'd say like 10-second video views I would only target. Or you can do all 95%. Honestly, it's all about testing with the lookalike audience stage. So the faster you get to lookalike audiences, the better your data is going to be, the more accurate the lookalike audiences are going to be, the more sales you're going to get, and it's just going to, repeat like that. So that was my strategy in terms of audiences at the beginning. The way I was scaling, again, guys, this was my first product. This is when I barely knew anything. It's funny looking back on it. The way I was scaling is like, profitable, I'd like double the ad budget every 3 to 5 days, but sometimes I wouldn't do that. Like I wouldn't stick consistently. If something was looking close, I'd bump it up just a little bit and see what happened. It was a whole mess. My entire ad manager was such a mess. If I could go back, I'd probably do horizontal scaling more, duplicating your ad set 5 times, the winning ad sets, and just spreading it out like that. And it keeps switching like that. Like sometimes Facebook will work best with horizontal scaling, sometimes it'll work best with vertical scaling. It's just literally all testing. Like I have a new product right now. I did like $105,000 on it in like 5 weeks. So like, this one took 200. So for like this one, it took like 14 months to get $210,000 worth of revenue. That's when I wasn't, as good or as knowledgeable with Facebook ads and just scaling as I am now. But overall though, guys, what I want you to mainly take from this video is it's really gonna come down to your product and your Facebook ads knowledge. Don't be naive enough to just think there's one way to do Facebook ads. There's not. There's hundreds of ways of doing Facebook ads, and you have to find that right combination with your product. Some products just don't scale vertically. Some products just don't scale horizontally. But you can learn from my mistakes and know that it is worth testing both ways, because I never tested horizontal scaling on this until the last 2 months where I pulled in an extra $50,000 on it. So I touched on this earlier. Let me get into why I chose this product and why I encourage everyone to follow these rules when testing a product. One, like I said, this could make for a great video. I knew it. Like someone be like, holy shit, why is that iPhone case hovering? That's what it kind of looks like in the videos. And when it's like on the glass especially, why is it hovering, So that is intriguing alone. Next, I knew the audience was obviously big enough because everybody has an iPhone. Hundreds of millions of people across the world have an iPhone. And then thirdly, it can't be found in Walmart. It can't be found in Targets, department stores, anywhere. You're not gonna find this case in your average big box retailer just because it hasn't hit there yet. So I knew the popularity was proven with Goat Case and Mega Tiny Corp. However, they weren't in the big box yet, so it's still mainly an online thing. So I knew like this could be the perfect sweet spot for me to jump in and get in. Sorry if I'm a little sluggish. I've been on this fast for a while. I've been fasting and I never really fast, so it's like I can feel like a little bit of less energy for sure. But anyway, I forgot to mention with the ad strategy. Okay, so this is what I did. I launched in the United States only. It started making a good amount of sales and stuff, and then I launched in the UK, and then it would kind of do good. Canada and Australia and New Zealand never really worked for me, so I didn't really touch there. It was mainly United States and United Kingdom. And this is something pretty unique that I feel I can offer. I call this country swapping. So I'd scale in the United States and I'd be so bad at it. Again, this is a year and a half ago that, I'd be testing different ages. Why was I splitting up ages? I was testing the United States, I'd scale, and then eventually I'd plateau and I'd become unprofitable. However, now I got all that new data that I can apply to United Kingdom lookalike audiences. And so I did that, and now I have all this new data for these people, because the same type of people buying the UK are the same type of people buying the United States for this product. So then I would pretty much turn off all the ads that aren't profitable and then focus mainly in the United Kingdom. Boom, have a spike, huge spike in sales in the United Kingdom. Now I'm getting and then eventually that would just slow down, and then I have all this new data that I can apply back to the United States. So I would just go back and forth like that until my pixel was seasoned enough where I could scale them both, as well as taking on Canada and stuff. But again, that never really worked out for me. So that's what I did. I called it country swapping. So yeah, anyway, getting back to this case, these are the type of products you guys should be only selling. I honestly wouldn't waste my time with anything that isn't just shocking. Like, especially at the beginning, once you further progress, you'll realize how to sell pretty much anything you can put your hands on, just depending on the profit. I only go for high profit, new, sexy products. This is a sexy ass product right here. Look at that fucking sexy product. I just never really understood the draw of selling, socks or a funny hat or something like that. I really like cool products that you can eventually white label and brand yourself, and then start getting these contracts with huge department outlets, like the burrito blanket, for example. That was massive. That's just the way you should think about it, guys. And again, I wouldn't spend too much time on this, but I also wouldn't be scared of testing saturated products. I just would never test a product you can find at Walmart. You can test saturated products, not massively saturated like a fidget spinner or black charcoal, and you can find both of those at Walmart. But don't be afraid to test saturated products on a one product store, because this was a saturated product big time until I took it to a one product store and then made tons of money from it, and actually was able, the best part about this, I was actually able to see the success, so I knew it was possible, and then right between starting and seeing the success, I learned hands-on. So that's what I really love about this. That's what I really love about one product stores. Again, if you want to learn how to scale six-figure businesses with one product only, you can check out my link below in the description, simplifiedropshipping.com. But yeah, that's mainly what I tell all my students. Find the sexy products, build a one product store. Nowadays, a branded one product store around it. I sold this under a domain called onedealatatime.com. Nowadays, since dropshipping is getting more and more popular and people are becoming aware of what dropshipping is, I would probably sell this as stickycase.com. No, not stickycase, because that's bad. I would probably sell it as magiciphonecase.com or something like that, where the domain shows that this is the only product we sell. And when you do that, people tend to trust it more and rely on it more of being a great product. I mean, it's their only product, right? So it must be good. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I just want to reveal this product. A lot of people already knew about this, especially if you're in my course, already knew about this, but I want to give the whole world an example of a very successful product. This iPhone case in general has made tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars across me, Mega Tiny Corp, Go Case, and every single person who's tried this. I wouldn't try this, by the way. Hundreds of people tried this in my course, and this is a majorly saturated product now, especially since launching the course. Do not try this. I know some of you still are gonna try this. You might get some sales, but you're not gonna make money anymore on this. Find the new products, start the new trends, and build the new brands around your one product. Personally, I'd rather build 5 solid brands around 5 solid products than one brand around 5 products. That's just the way I see it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like if you want to see more product reveals like this. Be sure to let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and turn those post notifications on so you can get updates on all my videos. And then if you're within the first 1 hour of each video being released, you can talk to me below. Damn, this fasting is starting to trick my fucking brain a little bit. But thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.